Zaina Manase with Wild Ride. And of course, Karibuni sana once again, family, to yet another beautiful conversation right here on the Blackout Fire Network radio station. Trevor who's just tuning in right here on this amazing episode of the day. For those who have not been here with us since morning, I hope you guys are doing amazing via YouTube, via Rumble, on our show page, on the TV, on the radio station, on Twitter. I hope you guys have having a wonderful Friday. Hope your week has been fantastic. Hope you're ready for the weekend as well. Personally, my week has been amazing. I can't complain. It's been a beautiful, easy week for me. And I'm literally looking forward to a peaceful weekend as well. But of course, it is exactly 46 minutes past the top of the hour. And a quick shout once again to everyone who's just tuning in, where today we shall be talking about Naomi Campbell, and who has been, of course, banned from the charity funds that have been are currently under investigations, that she has been spending this on so much luxury. We're talking about spas, cigarettes, trips, everything you want to talk about, jewelries, and she's involved in so many scandals. On today's show, I'll be sharing, of course, a couple of videos that we see. Actually, she's involved in a scandal of stealing diamond, which includes, of course, not a couple, but so many lives that were lost. When you talk about the mining and extraction of resources in Africa, we know what really happens. A couple of lives are going to be lost. Displacement of the people is going to be lost. But again, also remember, Naomi Campbell, apart from all that, being involved also in all this, what is happening in Africa, she also has a mansion. Actually, I think it's a mansion or something in Kenya. I'll be sharing that. It's a mansion, actually. Yeah, a luxury villa in Kenya, that is in Mombasa. I'll be sharing on that because I didn't know even all that. I didn't know she has a whole villa that is in the 254, and we shall also discuss literally also the list, because remember, she's also among the people who have been mentioned by PDD. She's on the list literally. And it's crazy, it is crazy, but of course that is our top discussion for the day as we get to start with today's conversation. Shout out to Mr. Blackwood Fire, who's also right there with us. Hope you're doing amazing. Karibu.
Okay, but I didn't know it was even live. Thought you had me on
Wow.
mute.
Wow. Really? Am I talking to myself? Could I be talking to myself?
I thought you had me on mute.
Of course, I had you on mute because I didn't know who you were talking to
Okay.
right there. Like, I don't want to be in this discussion. This is
Damn,
not my discussion.
my groceries came. Shit. I ain't
You're
hardly buy
home
nothing.
already.
Yeah, finally. Already. Hell, I left at 4 o'clock in the morning. Shit, already.
I see your
Yeah.
house is not destroyed. You were saying the hurricane might destroy your house.
I was
So
lying.
it's all
I was telling them more. I was telling them more of that crazy stuff.
mm.
Oh.
It was raining crazy right in Kenya just a few minutes ago. It was raining. Lights have been on and off since morning, and it's also been raining right here crazy.
Has it? Mm. Do.
But
Second.
anyway, as we get started with today's conversation, family, like I said, we shall be focusing on Naomi Campbell's story. And I want to start, of course, with a video of PDD as we get to continue on today's show. Remember that PDD some few months ago, that was last year or some few months, was it this year, when he released the list of
That was
the
this year.
celebrities who are involved in all this? That was this year, yeah?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
early
was
this
this year,
year.
according to, as you can hear from Keith. So I want to share a video as we get because I feel like right now they're going to destroy everyone who's involved in this, and I feel like that is what they're doing to Naomi right now. I don't know which angle I should look at this, but I'm trying to understand from which angle I should look at it, because
Well, give me a second, Joe.
the,
You go take care of get my groceries out the out the damn streets.
it's okay. We were saying that that was just a few minutes ago with Demore and people who were here, that we feel like PDD, of course, is if he survives, which is going to be impossible. It seems like impossible. He might be, of course, taken down, because it's like a fall of an empire. That is what we were saying. It's like he's gonna collapse a whole empire. He holds names of the people who are in control of these empires, you know, and control of so many things that people do not know. Because if I look at someone like Naomi Campbell, being honest, these are people, and I want to give a quick shout out to someone like maybe Sheila. I don't know. I'm gonna ask her this on Monday and hear what's her thoughts on this. I wish she was here. I could ask her this. I'd love to hear what her thoughts or her thoughts on someone like her, because she's been a big influence on majority of
You
the
you
models.
the you just the model too, Joey. What are you talking about? About
I'm not.
how do you feel?
I say that today on the written scripture, and I've always been a high advocate of this. I'm not with the pressure family. Trust me. I'm not with the hype. I'm not with the hype. Okay?
Well,
Oh,
when
Rihanna is
that
doing Rihanna. Nah, I'm not
okay,
the girl who has always gone with the trend. I'm not influenced
okay,
by any celebrity. I do listen to their music. I'm not gonna deny that. A now because I know everything
that's
they
music. That's different, Joe. It's not like
do.
that's you're not idolizing nobody listening to their music, but
I
but but
can't even tell you
um
if I've ever watched any show of Naomi Campbell. I didn't even
but
know they
Naomi
were
Campbell's
working.
always Naomi Campbell's always been rocking, Joey, and most of,
Yeah, I
and
didn't know.
it's
I,
not
I didn't even know. Mhm.
Sheila's not gonna know it. She's gonna be like Eartown. They don't Africans don't know anything, Joey. They don't know. Yeah, she's been rotten, Joey. She's caught child trafficking and all kind of shit that she's been talked about for years, Joey. Like,
Mhm.
for years they've been bringing her name up in all kind of wicked shit
Yeah,
for
Jeffrey Epstein
years. Yeah,
scandal.
Jeffrey Epstein thinks she was exactly. So she's been attached to all this shit, Joey.
Hmm.
It's
It's
a,
crazy.
it's a,
I'll be showing a couple of videos that are breaking down all these scandals. I was shocked, being honest, because I think someone that I grew up looking at, maybe not in a model perspective, because
mhm.
for me, I've never done like a runway or all that. It's just people confuse my walking for a model, but I've never like my modeling is just on Instagram,
Okay.
pictures and all that. I've never done
Okay.
a competition.
Okay.
But I grew up seeing someone like Tyra Banks because of the show she had. There's a certain show, I think the Tyra Banks show.
Called Runway. It's called Runway. She had a show called what she did models. What was it called? Runway something something
Mm-hmm.
runway or something. My daughter should look
Yeah,
at that jump. Something
yeah,
runway something, Jovi.
yeah. But I never used to pay so much attention. I'd say I used to watch probably because my mom was watching. I used to find majority of the time she's the one watching that. But I knew and I could recognize Tyra Banks literally, but I couldn't tell like
Yeah.
this what the judgment of the show was all about. So
Yeah, but I heard I haven't never heard anything evil about. I haven't heard nothing evil about Tyra. Um, only Naomi Campbell, like she's been. I mean, they never caught her, but she's been tied up in so much wicked shit since the '90s, since the early '90s. But Tyra, I haven't heard anything really bad about Tyra that she's been involved in, Joey. But Naomi, yeah, Tyra, no, I don't got any bad things to say about Tyra because it's really been nothing bad. Hell, she's kind of disappeared from the limelight, Joey. Have you heard anything about
yeah, yeah,
Tyra?
yeah. I've not seen her like since my childhood, man. Like I
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
she like
in my I've not
exactly,
seen her. Yeah.
exactly. She like disappeared. I haven't seen
Yeah,
her in years.
I feel like people like Naomi Campbell were the one trying to destroy her, because I'll share that video, but let me start with this video here of the Diddy list.
Great. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod.
Oh,
Will
he
Smith.
not he not he
Man,
not Joey. Pause it. He's naming the damn help, Joey. He's not naming the people that actually own shit. He's not
yeah,
naming
yeah,
no
yeah.
executive names. He's naming the damn entertainers. Those are called the help. They're just
It's
employees.
true, because towards the end of the video, it does say there's more brothers who are on top who I can't mention, because they keep calls active. Literally, I feel like, yeah, he was mentioning people who are not picking up his calls and all that, and he said there are top brothers who I can't mention, and that's what I'm saying. We're talking this off air, Dimora and I and a couple of friends we had here, and we're saying that this is a collapse of a whole empire. If you try to look at it, because it's a whole lot of dirtiness that Didi is carrying. Literally, we're talking about children who are involved in this, and we're not just talking about children. We're talking about the image they have sold. How it is, because this is destroying so many people's mentality. I've seen my sister also post it, and I'm like, okay, sister, you're aware of what is going on, because it is literally opening up so many people's mentality of how we're seeing how they have pushed the narrative of a certain the lifestyle uh, they have put of these people, the money, the all this flaunting of literally the lifestyle, the fake lifestyle, which actually comes with a whole lot of consequences and a whole lot of dirtiness behind it, literally in general. So I believe this being a collapse of a whole empire, and of course, these not, I understand what you're saying. These are not just these are just the people who are, they can be mentioned, but they won't mention the real deals.
Alicia Keys.
Right now, Alicia Keys.
Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats.
Man, DJ Khaled and the way he's so fat. Like, what did they do to this guy? And I'm sorry that that's a bad language to use, but I mean, this guy is so heavyweight. Like, what are they doing to this man?
Kelly Rowland.
Because Joe, he was let into the culture, so he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's not African. He's not black. He's there. It's not his culture. He was let into the culture, so he had to do whatever they made him do. He's let into the like a French Montana. These people are guests within our culture. So of course, you know the Jays are gonna make them do all kind of wicked shit. You know, so yeah, they're not. You know, this is not their culture. You know what? You know, we don't find us in none of their goddamn cultures. So shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they know. So yeah, they've been child trafficking, goddamn knocking people out, having sex with people. But see, none of those names mean anything because those are just workers.
Mhm.
Those are just people that those not the people that run any. They don't run any studios. They don't. They're not the ones who hire the damn. Those are just employees who hires them. Because all this stuff always happens, Joby. Because the people who actually run shit are hiring you to go do this, to do all this wicked shit, right? You just a gopher, right? So
Mhm.
you know those names. He knows not to mention those names because those names, Joby, they come with certain real consequences. You mention
Of
those
course.
names, Joby, you might not wake up tomorrow. You're gonna have an accident in the you're gonna have an accident in the shower, Joby.
God damn. Man, exactly. I made a comment. You remember you explaining just recently about how Coca-Cola changed their branding, their name to Fanta. That is for them to take it to Turkey, if I'm not wrong.
To take it to Germany and other
To take,
places because they want yeah because they still wanted to sell it during World War II to the enemy. They wanted to play like that because Coca-Cola is an American company, especially back then. But now now people that started Coke don't own it. We know this. All these people have bought all this shit up, all the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. But back then they wanted to sell it, change the name so they could sell it to the Germans, Joe, because it's actually illegal because you were fighting them at war. You can't sell Coca-Cola to the goddamn enemy when you fighting them. So all they
yeah.
did was
Yeah,
change the name to Fanta.
I saw that information somewhere, and I was
Yeah.
almost I was trying to make a comment of almost said the fake Jews. Then I was like, nah. I said the Jews in Israel know what's
Yes.
going on. And then
Yeah.
someone asked me, "Can you explain further? This is interesting." And I was like just like P Diddy, I don't want to trip on the bathroom. Nah, I don't want to trip. I don't want to trip on the bathroom because I went deeper looking at that page and it was just like nah. You trying to tap into where my location is? Nah, I'm not giving my details. Bye.
Sierra. Janelle Monae. Yeah. That's my sis
Yeah.
right there. Lizzo. Megan Thee Stallion. J Balvin. Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell. That's where we stop at. So she's among the list, literally. Two
Always.
positive.
She's on every fucked up list, though. Fucked up list.
Just to remind the people, maybe for those who did not know or have any clue of what was happening. But so let me share this next video here of how she was exposed for how she was treating her colleagues, Tyra Banks, how she came to Africa, number one, including South Africa, and she was involved in some scandal of diamond, um, which got lost, and a whole lot of things. This is
Remember,
just mind
remember,
blowing.
remember. She also was talking shit about the Africans.
Wow. Said what? I need to find it.
Are you
Trying to,
just
trying.
a
Oh, go ahead.
deep who wants things her own way? And if you don't get things your own way, you feel you have the right to throw things.
You went from the sweetest woman that was giving me vitamins to someone that terrified me on that trip. You said, "You'll never be me. Don't ever think that you'll be me."
I've never said that in my
Yeah.
life.
There are some specific things
Yes, you did.
that I remember as if it was yesterday that hurt me and hurt me to my core.
Yeah, and understand. Tyra's from. I think Tyra's from the
Naomi
same.
Campbell.
I think Tyra's from LA, just like me. And so Tyra, she's a model. She's like Joby. She's down to earth. So she's one of the pretty girls that's down to earth. So Tyra didn't never think that that's just me. I'm all that like a Naomi Campbell did. Naomi Campbell come from poverty. Tyra doesn't. So, but when she made it, it's about me. And what about the ego gets crazy. So um, Tyra
And
never treated nobody like shit.
I feel like Tyra being also light skinned, and Naomi being
Hmm.
dark skinned. I don't know, but I felt
What's that? So you think
have
so?
nothing to do with it.
Let me
Or
let me finish. Let me finish. You you think if she's dark skinned she's fucked up in the head? Is
no,
that
no,
why
no.
she
I
people all
feel
bad?
no. I feel like she was either jealous of Tyra, trying to come
No,
either.
no. She won't be jealous. No, not no. Not in jealousy. Definitely not. You understand? Naomi Campbell was a star before Tyra Joe.
I
Naomi was
know
a
that.
big model. So she's not gonna be jealous of her because she already was established.
You
Now
were
she
trying
might
to.
want to like, well, yeah. It might be a thing of threaten to you exactly. Now that's a better way. Threaten, but also like, motherfucker, I'm here. I'm the big dog on the block, not you. You the new girl. So not that kind of that kind of energy. You know what that? I'm the big dog on the block, so you stay in your lane. That kind of shit, Jovi. So because I think where's Naomi? Because I think Naomi Campbell's family is like from Sudan or maybe some. Where's her family from, Joe? So where's Naomi Campbell? I knew she grew up in Britain, but where's her family from? As Google say, where's Naomi Campbell family from? I think it's Sudan. Is
Uh-huh.
it Kenya? I don't think she's from Kenya, Aaron James. I don't think she's Kenyan. I know she went to Kenya.
Stratham is a busy residence.
Is it Nigeria? I don't know. I know she went to
Afro
Kenya and tried to.
Jamaica and Chinese.
Was it Jamaican? What?
Afro Jamaica and Chinese Jamaica. I don't know what that
You
is.
know, and remember the Chinese in Jamaica? They got Chinese. They try to say maybe her daddy was Chinese. I don't see no Chinese in this. Like, okay, so she's Jamaican. I never knew that. Yeah, remember a couple of years ago, she tried to go to Africa and swindle the people. I mean, try to go to Kenya and swindle some people in Kenya. I didn't know she. Okay, so she's Jamaican. I didn't know that. I thought she was. Yeah, she's African, but I thought she was her family. So her family's from Jamaica. Okay, and so but she's always been a piece of work. Always, she's always been a piece of work. Yeah, you either Jibber. Yeah, I know. I said Kenya from her architectural job. Yeah, yeah, when she was scamming people in Kenya. Yeah, her house was in Kenya. Yeah, she was. She left because she was doing some work for Kenya, but she was conning people. I think they took the house back. She is a scandal again in Kenya. It's like just like Joby said. Joby's not with the idol worship, but most Kenyan women, most Kenyan people would be with the idol worship. They worship. She was scamming people in Kenya.
Mm.
She had to get
Very
her
true.
ass up out of there. But say
Very.
Joby.
I'm saying that is very possible. If you worship me, of course, it's very possible for me to scam you. And if you can
Yeah.
see this, you can see the stupidity through you. Like, hey, give me the money. Come on.
Is the original mean girl of the fashion industry.
Exactly.
She
She's
has
always
bullied
exactly. Pause
models
it.
like
Exactly. A minute.
convicts
Pause it.
into
Exactly.
quitting
Pause it. Pause it. Pause. Yeah. So Tyra quit. Bullet the quit. I told you she's been the mean girl. Like I said, like Joby don't know it, but she's already been fucked up since the early '90s. I mean, she always was known as the nasty one. So there's like no thing. So dang. So that's why Tyra quit. Yeah, because this lady's toxic. She was known that in the early '90s. That nobody wanted to be around her because she was just so nasty and just crazy. But go ahead, Joby.
modeling. Naomi has also gotten physical with her own employees and anyone else who gets in her way.
No way.
She also
That's true.
has some bizarre connections to foreign officials.
I think pause. Yeah, to that. I think her assistant was. I think she might have an assistant from Kenya, and she hit her in the head with her cell phone. I know Joby said it can't be me. Good.
Time
We're getting physical. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
criminals like Jeffrey Epstein. So let's get into it. As you guys know, we uncover controversial stories on this channel, and it's important for me to get the whole story when I do my research. So Atlas VPN is crucial for me to stay protected.
You know this guy's a whole ball slobber.
You guys need to invest in a virtual.
You know this dude right here is a whole ball slobber.
Money back in. Deal by click still give you in the description this video and in fashion, and she has that reputation.
Watch the video. Leave the bomb alone.
For good reason.
Are you just a petulant diva who wants things her own way, and if you don't get things your own way, you feel you have the right to throw things?
So let's start there, because Naomi Campbell was taken to court because she threw a phone at one of her employees. Naomi pleaded guilty to reckless assault, which sentenced her to 5 days of community service.
I remember that phone. Shit in the head with it.
Class, which it seems like she might need a few of those.
Shit in the head with that phone.
To the housekeeper who you allegedly threw a phone at?
I never had a jewel encrusted BlackBerry in my life, by the way.
Okay, but did you throw something at her?
Yeah, I threw the phone.
You threw the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what it is
and you hit in the head
that thinks you can throw a phone at someone.
It's like basically I would see red after asking for so many times, and I just feel
asking for
because I'm Naomi Campbell.
I was asking for
a pair of jeans. We hear.
Actually, it wasn't jeans. It wasn't.
Hearing Naomi describe seeing red reminds me of hearing about other cases of people who have issues with anger and coping with anger, and they just really rage out. Naomi had another situation where she raged on a plane and she assaulted 2 police officers, which got her in some pretty big trouble. Prosecutors claim that Naomi used foul language. She kicked and spat at police, accused airline personnel of racism, and threatened to sue them because one of her bags did not make it onto the flight to LA. She became abusive to the captain, which ultimately got the police involved. It actually turns out that Naomi was upset because in this bag, there was an outfit that she was contractually obligated to wear at an event in Los Angeles. So she was freaking out that she did not have this outfit, and she took it out on everyone around her.
Yeah, but sometimes it's strangers. What from other things we've heard, there've been strangers. Like when you were on the airline and then had to serve 200 hours of community service.
Yeah.
Those weren't.
No, I didn't know them.
You didn't know those. Those were strangers.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So,
I didn't know that's why I busted him in the head, fake Oprah.
Like I must do, and I think it's also a fear issue because anger comes from fear.
Like 10 different Oprahs out there. Which Oprah is this one? Like 10 different Oprahs running around here.
Yeah, even the I saw even one for P Diddy. People are questioning if P Diddy is also cloned, because if you try to look at images, and right now there's also some sort of difference, not resemblance.
Yeah, they play with you right in front of your face because you're not. Now you start to be more aware. Exactly. And no tell. I haven't looked at him, but I wouldn't doubt that shit. I wouldn't doubt it.
Hours
Mhm.
of community service. But what makes me feel that Naomi did not learn from this was that when she had this community service, she dressed up like a model. She wore like couture outfits and dressed just very high class for going to serve community service, which seems like she's just like, poking fun at the consequences, at the punishment, acting like it's
She,
not a big deal, and she
she's not
hasn't learned
poking fun. She's
anything.
So when
insecure.
you did
She's not.
the
She's
hours
not
of community
poking.
service,
She's insecure. She's insecure because she grew up poor in Jamaica. She's a Jamaican bum. So now, she never had any. She doesn't have any depth. So she acts out like that to hide her insecurity. She feels she's an insecure woman. So she really feels though she has. She really knows she has. She doesn't bring any value to anything. So that's why she acts up. And that's why all the crazy behavior, because she doesn't feel like she really has any true value. Because growing up poor, she was never really probably acknowledged. And then when she got like 13 or 14, probably people probably, hey, you're really pretty. You think you could be a model? You're really beautiful. You striking. So then when it worked, she became a model. She never took care of those other attributes from childhood. So remember, you are what you are when you're a child if you haven't taken care of that, if you haven't nipped it in the bud. So all you're doing is seeing uh, um, a child, a damn somebody who has arrested development, who hasn't grown up fully. So that's an Naomi Campbell. So you're seeing a perpetual child who hasn't grown up, still being bad. Of course, she probably was teased and picked on for being poor in Jamaica. And so now she overcompensates. That's why she got, ain't nobody gonna say I'm bad. Look at me, I'm putting on these expensive clothes to go community service. Because that's a show of insecurity. Because obviously she's made fun of as a poor child in Jamaica. So you overcompensate, that but go ahead, Joby.
Mhm.
and you came in dressed like that was intentional, right?
It was intentional because yes, it wasn't.
Exploiting, not just exploiting, but turning your nose up at the whole idea of community service.
I mean, I basically did not go with the first day of I'm going to turn this into a fashion
And if
show.
you
That
see, and
was not
pause that. And if you see, you can tell she works so hard on her accent. She don't sound Jamaican. She sounds like she's from England. She sounds like Mosquito in this bitch. She sounds like Mosquito in this motherfucker. She ain't got there's no Jamaican there. So, so she don't want to hear, you won't compare it to no damn dirty Jamaican. That's gone. She got the high British accent. I didn't know I busted her in the head with that phone. Go ahead, Jeff.
Clearly, you do not want to upset Naomi Campbell because she's going to go after you. Naomi has been accused of being difficult to deal with. She has had plenty of feuds with a lot of different models because she ends up butting heads with them. One of Naomi's biggest feuds is with Tyra Banks, which you guys know Tyra Banks is a problematic person herself, but it seems like Naomi really doesn't like Tyra, and that's because Naomi was on the scene before Tyra was. And Tyra just showed up, and I think Naomi felt threatened by her. But Tyra actually had Naomi on her show.
That's what Joby said. Is she right? She felt threatened. I'm not trying to. How am a threat to you? I'm the new girl. How about you just be, gracious and show me some space and maybe show me the ropes, because there's not a lot of black, especially back then, not a lot of black women in the industry because they don't like black people. We're not, it's very few and far between for a couple of black girls to get in this industry and become successful. So you think you think she would have not Naomi would have been a big sister and take her under her wing the same way Joby does Sheila. Nah, none of that shit. None of that shit. It's a threat, because if there's going to be any black model with fame, it's going to be me. Damn you, bitch. But Tyra never had that attitude. She's always like the down to earth. I never heard nothing bad about Tyra. She's always like down to earth, treats everybody kindly. Like she said, I was lucky enough to make it. I'm always, I'm happy to be here. Whoever I can help, I help. So some people treat. But I think it's it goes back in the child. I don't think. Put this up for me real quick, Joey. Go to Google and say ask where did Tyra Banks grow up, and was she and where and did she and ask her did she grow up poor or was she middle class? It always has something to do with your behavior too.
Banks was raised in Inglewood. Is it
Inglewood,
Inglewood?
LA. It's LA. Inglewood is a suburb of Los Angeles. It's like Ron Guy is a suburb of Nairobi.
Yeah,
So
suburb of
yeah,
Los Angeles.
yeah, it's a suburb of LA. So I thought she's from LA. So did she grow up in middle class or did she ask the Tyra Banks grew up poor? I don't think she grew up poor. So I mean, so the struggle is not as she don't feel like she doesn't feel threatened.
They're saying that when Banks was growing up, she lived with her younger brother and her mother in one bedroom apartment in the
And she
gritty England.
England.
Englewood.
So damn. So she did grow up poor. They grew up fucked up. So her mother raised her pretty decent. So I guess her poverty didn't make her cutthroat. A lot of poor people, if they start making, they become really cutthroat because they feel like if they don't, somebody else is going to replace them. So Naomi felt that Tyra might be the new Miss It, the new black girl that was going to replace her because it's just not a lot of black models. They don't like black people, and they don't want a lot of black models there. So sad. I know a lot of you black women don't know that. You think that that you see white people on the runway, see like one, two black. They don't want you there. You haven't developed your own runway. You should do your own because they don't want you there. White people don't want you. Think the white girls want to share their jobs with you? Their men built that. Your men did, and that's how they feel. Their men built that. Your men didn't build shit. African men ain't built that shit. That's the white man built that. So the white women said that's ours for us. They built it for us, not for you niggas. And that's how they feel. Black man ain't built that. Then the black man does not build that for any black women. The white man built the model industry that you see today. Not the white women. The white man built that to showcase his own white women. So people can be, oh, it's racism. They don't show a lot of black people. Why? The white man built that for his white woman, not for you. He built that to showcase his woman, not your woman. So I agree when he don't let a lot of black women in that. Because the black man should have built the same thing for the black woman. All the Dior's, all those labels are white men, white gay men. Not black men, white gay men. Dior, Calvin Klein, whatever, all these Prada, Gucci, Versace, these are all white gay men. They built that industry. They built it for their white women, not black women. They didn't build it for your black ass to walk up and down the runway. They don't want to see your black ass in their shit. And they used to be able to tell you. They be quiet now, but you guys remember Tommy Hilfiger and the other one said, we don't even want. You guys remember that? They said they don't want black people in their shit. They say we lower the class of their outfits. Even though we teach them how to make clothes, but he said black people lower the class of the outfits. So they have a few tokens in it, and Naomi knows that. Especially back then, Naomi knows that she's one of the few tokens that they will allow in there. There's gonna be a bunch of black women because it wasn't built for you. And I need black women understand that you can't get jealous about some shit a white man built for his woman.
Literally.
That's what he built it for. Yeah,
Because
literally, Joey.
Naomi is just I'd say a tool. So she should not have allowed herself to feel the way she felt about Tyra, understanding that Tyra is also coming on the same platform
Exactly.
that you are on.
Exactly. Because it was going to be cutthroat, Joe. Now you see that you never heard Naomi talk that shit to white models because they know that they are the shit in the business, and they'll whisper somebody else and get rid of her ass. She do that to other black models and people that work for her, like Flunky. But you never heard her getting into it with no white models because she knows they're the power, and it's the white man that runs it. So she get to popping up at the mouth, especially when she was young. They got rid of her ass. She went back to poverty immediately. So that's why you always see her kissing up the white people and being on all these goddamn sex trafficking shit because she's willing to please the white man, Joe. Because she knows it's back to poverty for her. What else can she do? Naomi Campbell's a moron. What else can she do? Nothing. But walk up and down a damn stage. They don't cook. They don't take nothing to do no shit like that. They don't take no tethers for you to put on somebody's clothes and walk up and down. So you are an idiot. So she knows if she don't do what she's told to do, it's back to Jamaica some fucked up huts for her ass. So
Really
yeah.
uncomfortable
Because she did a lot of dirty shit.
to watch.
She was still
Yeah.
doing
Because Tyra kind of like brought Naomi there to confront her about everything. And the way they edited the show just really pit them against each other.
Years in the making, supermodel Tyra Banks, supermodel Naomi Campbell, now on Tyra.
It has to be just me and Naomi alone.
The backstabbing, the name-calling, the catfight on the catwalk.
You called me the B word. You said, you'll never be me.
Years of runway rivalry
I felt like you were terrorizing me.
explode in a dramatic confrontation.
Why, Naomi?
An all-new Tyra starts now.
So let's talk about a few moments from this interview that stick out to me. In one photo shoot from the past, Naomi and Tyra were hired to be on this yacht. And I guess at one point, Tyra felt really seasick, which I get really seasick too, so I totally understand. And Naomi came to her to comfort her, but really just came over to ask her if like her management tried to make Tyra look like Naomi.
It's not how it works, Mosquito. Joby just walks like that. That's her walk naturally. So, walking 16, hard work. So,
it's nice. Like it's for me today. I met someone I've not met like in 2 years, and they called me by my name, and I'm like, you know, when you glance, then you're like, nah. Yeah, someone called me, then you glance again, then you're like, yeah, I know you. Like, how did you know it's me? That your walking style, it's still the same. Nothing has changed. I'm like, God damn. You know, it's nothing hard. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. You know?
As soon as Naomi got her answer, she switched up on Tyra.
And I get seasick. I was very seasick on
You
this
were seasick
boat.
on that boat?
Oh, I was.
I
Yeah,
don't remember.
I don't tell people.
I didn't know Tyra married a white man. I didn't know. She seemed to be a down chick. I'm surprised she married a white man. Tyra was kind of like, kind of ghetto to marry a white man.
Yeah. So I was laying down on this little plank thing. That boat shot there. I was laying down on a plank. Laying down on a pillow.
Yeah.
And you came and you sat down next to me. And I think you let me put my head in your lap, or you put my feet on your lap.
Right.
And you're like, sweetie, are you okay? Are you okay? And I said, actually, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. And then you said, I have to ask you something.
Right.
See, I remember this because I was so new and young. You said, I have to ask you something. Do they try to make you look like me?
Right.
And I said, I don't know about much now, but in LA, yeah, they really did with the little short black wibs.
That.
And
You
stuff.
told me that. Yeah, I
Yes.
remember.
And Naomi, you got up, pushed me away, and said, yeah, I thought so. And you turned.
I did.
You went from this woman that was giving me vitamins to someone that terrified me on that trip.
Oh my God.
And
Understandable. I can
I
understand.
was told on that trip that I was sent home because you.
That's true. That's true, Aaron. She did marry. She married a white British guy. Eve when Joey did the AIDS girl song, the AIDS song. Yeah, Eve. Eve married a white, because remember they know who's the real power. They all changed that ghetto shit. When she got with that white man, Eve dropped all that ghetto shit. That went out the window because she knew that was not going to be accepted by that white guy's parents. She was some British billionaire dude. She dropped all. Remember, she was on another one of them shows called like The View. Eve got rid of all that ghetto. Eve was talking as proper as General Mosquito. Oh, I don't understand the situations that we're going through in this country. I said, this Eve? She got rid of all that ghetto rap shit. And I'm just trying to tell my brothers and sisters, may love conquer the way. I said, who's this bitch? That's Eve? Changed the whole goddamn persona. All that ghetto shit went out the window because she knew that white man and her parents weren't going to accept none of that shit at all. So you,
So Naomi actually got Tyra fired from that trip and she was sent home, which seems to be a theme. I think this really affected Tyra. She opened up to the Wall Street Journal back in 2019 and she was quoted saying, "People didn't know I was going home and crying my eyes out because a woman, Naomi, that I was looking up to seemed like she just didn't want me to be there and was doing
now, see,
everything in her power
you was
to
a threat,
make
just
me
like
feel
Joby said.
bad."
Joby didn't look at it. You were a threat to her. Exactly what Joby. Not just you were a threat because it's only a few black women they don't allow up there. You two were the only really ones in the '90s. They let a few more now, like 5 maybe now back then. But it was only you two. That's for real. It was only you two. They only let remember you know in Hollywood and Marvel, it's the one nigga at a time rule. So now it's 2 of you there. You already over the line. It's 2. So yeah, she's the old head, and you got this new girl coming in there, and it's always gonna be someone younger and fresher than you. And you're like, oh man, this bitch gonna fuck up my money. I'm not going back to no Jamaican shack. I mean, fuck that.
We were doing that fashion show backstage, and you came up to me right when I was about to walk out, and you said something. And it's so funny because it was so surreal at the time when you said it. I didn't think that you could actually say something like that.
What did I say?
You said something like, "You'll never be me. Don't ever think that you'll be me," and something
I
like
said
that.
that?
Yes.
I can't think that's something. I'm not
You
that.
know,
I'm very
you
much.
can tell she lying. Pause it. If anybody knows body language, you look up to the left, there you're lying. See, if you study body language of people lying, she right there, you know she's lying. She remembers all that shit. And I know she's talking about this bitch. This bitch brought me on a show trying to interrogate me. This bitch here. You see right there, her eyes go up and to the. That's when you know they lying. It goes up and to the right, or up and to the left. That's a lie. Because she's thinking of the lies, and in her mind, you know, she's saying, "This bitch, they got me on her national show, trying to embarrass me, you bitch." So, that's what's going through Naomi Campbell's mind right now.
I'm not that. I'm very much in the. Yeah, I'm very much. I know the person that I am, and I'm not someone to go and give myself away and say that to anybody. I've never said that in my life. So, but if that's what you remember,
you never said to nobody. You never said that to no white woman. We know that. You ain't never said no shit like, especially back in the '90s, back when you guys the first start. You ain't never said that shit to no white model, because they had your ass up out of there. They said, "Listen, here, this nigga bitch right here talking crazy. Get her ass up out of here." All right, which one? There's only one nigga bitch in here. Her. Get her ass out of here. You would have been out. Your ass been in the shack, fucking selling bananas in Jamaica on the beach.
Would know me.
But in 2016, Naomi did address the feud, and she told Andy Cohen that, quote, "It does irk me that 2 women of color have to be pitted against each other." And maybe that's how she felt in 2016, but in 2020, she started to call out Tyra again, and she shared an article on her Instagram story. Here's the article that Naomi shared, and the headline reads, "Here's why fans are starting to think Tyra Banks is the real mean girl, not Naomi Campbell." The article makes certain points, including past incidents involving Tyra's show. You guys may remember on her show, America's Next Top Model, she had the models do blackface for a photo shoot. And when Tyra was getting called out for this, Naomi jumped on the bandwagon and called her out as well. So if Naomi really was bothered by them being pitted against each other, then why is she sharing articles that clearly pit them against each other? And it was in 2020. So again, this is like a decades-long feud. But now we need to.
Me too, Jenna Mosquito. My wife used to have me watching that dumb shit too.
Situation, because Naomi found herself in some legal trouble because she was getting wrapped up in this political issue in another country.
Are you a bit nervous?
No, well, I didn't really want to be here, so I was made to be here. So obviously, I'm just like wanting to get this over with.
Man, that wig right there crazy as shit. God damn.
Testimony is seen as
crucial. What kind of crazy ass wig is that?
Over a decade, involving hundreds of thousands of people killed or maimed in a bloody civil war that Taylor is accused of fueling with what came to be called blood diamonds. As first reported by ABC News,
was it Sierra Leone?
Said Campbell, on a trip to South Africa to the home of Nelson Mandela, had boasted of receiving a packet of diamonds from Taylor's representatives. But Campbell denied the allegations to ABC News earlier this year before storming out of the interview.
You received a diamond from
I didn't
Charles.
receive a diamond. And I'm not
Exactly
going
right.
to speak about
Give
that.
it
Thank you very
a wig
much.
has a wig.
And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
So Naomi went over to this
Thank
country
you so,
as a
thank
guest,
you so
and she
much,
hung
bitch.
out
You
with
just talking
some
to bye. Bye, bitch.
very powerful
Nah.
people. At some point, this like political man gave
Oh,
her a
that wig is
blood
terrible.
diamond, a really big blood diamond, which was a diamond, I guess, like recovered from this civil war, which is like a human's rights
But
violation.
it was no
Like, the
civil war in South
was being
Africa. You
egged
talking
on by
about,
government
was that
officials.
Sierra Leone? That had to be either Sierra Leone or Liberia. That's where you had most of the blood diamonds. And they were, Sierra Leone was having a civil war, and Liberia was having a civil war. It wasn't South Africa. So white man, your shit all fucked up. Wasn't no civil war in no South Africa. So,
And they were trying to get diamonds out of people and just killing their own citizens. So Naomi was gifted one of these diamonds, and she claims that she wasn't, but there are contradicting stories.
Describing a bizarre middle-of-the-night scene outside her
Yeah.
bedroom.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men
no
were
wig's
there,
got a
gave
wig.
me a pouch, and said, "A gift for you."
Did you ask them who they were?
No, I was extremely tired. When they gave me the pouch, I just put it next to my bed and went back to bed.
What did you think the stones were?
They were kind of dirty looking pebbles. They were not, they were
They wasn't polished.
dirty. I don't know. When I'm used to seeing diamonds, I'm used to seeing diamonds shiny and in a box, you know.
But
So
polished.
Naomi claims at the time she had no idea what these rocks were. They were pebbles, and she really didn't care for them. But there was another actress, Mia Farrow, who was on this trip, and at some point she was hanging out with Naomi, and she claims that Naomi knew exactly what they were, and she was bragging
Yeah, she
all
knew.
about
Yeah,
it.
she knew
Witnesses,
what they
including
were.
actress and activist Mia Farrow, have given much different testimony. Farrow was
Pause
there
that.
the
Pause that.
next
Now
morning.
remember. Pause it. Now remember, this white woman, her husband, Joe, we don't know, it was Woody Allen. So they adopted a young girl. So remember, Woody Allen was fucking their adopted daughter and ended up marrying their adopted daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, Joby. That's her. That's the lady. Her husband, her and her husband adopted a little Chinese motherfucker. And next you know, the husband was fucking him as a teenager and married the adopted daughter, Joe. You can't make this crazy shit up. It's white people.
No.
Says Campbell knew exactly what she had.
She said during the night, some men had knocked at her door, and it was representatives of President Charles Taylor, and that they had given her a
See,
huge
Charles Taylor, pause that.
No,
So Charles Taylor, like I said, I knew it wasn't no son. That's Liberia. Charles Taylor. I said that to be Liberia or Sierra Leone. So it said the name Charles Taylor, so that's Liberia. I don't know what this cracker talking about South Africa. South Africa, that's Liberia. He don't know Africa.
Oh my God.
So according to Mia Farrow, it sounds like Naomi was gifted these by this, like, I don't want to say dictator because he wasn't a dictator, but that's the energy he's giving me. She was gifted these diamonds and she was bragging about them, and she knew exactly where they came from. But this is what Naomi claims in court.
And at breakfast, you were told that
She-
probably
she's
they were
vapid.
diamonds and probably they came from Charles Taylor. Did you consider thanking him for the gift to you of these diamonds?
I didn't thank him. I just looked for my friend Jeremy Ratcliffe and gave them to him. It's not abnormal for me to get gifts. I get gifts given to me all the time at any hour of the night.
The man she says she gave the diamonds to, Jeremy Ratcliffe, was the director of the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
My intention at that moment and at that time was to find Jeremy and give them to him. Don't recall his reaction. I just said, take them, do something with them, and make sure some
Exactly.
children benefit from them. I didn't want to keep them.
Exactly. She had nothing to do. Exactly. Pause that part. Exactly right. Exactly. That's why. So I don't like this. Exactly. I don't like when Joey get these crackers talking about black people at all. Exactly. The white man's the one stealing the diamonds. The white man's the reason for the blood diamonds because they steal it. That's why they're fighting the Civil War. so they can have some kind of resource to give to the white man. He's going to start the Civil War to begin with. So he's got shit out of context. They want to, even though Naomi is not a good person, she's a moron. She knows what the fuck is going on no way. She was just happy to get diamonds. I'm sure she don't know what the conflict and what's behind it. Naomi Campbell is vapid. She's an idiot. So I'm sure she don't understand. She doesn't like have any compassion and understand what's going on, that these white people got these Africans fighting each other for the resources to give to him. That's what the Civil War was about the resources of Africans. And the Africans don't never benefit from their own resources. Africans don't control no diamonds, and that's the only where you got diamonds at, in Africa. But they don't control none of that shit. None of it. So at that time they were called blood diamonds, and they still doing it today. They haven't stopped. In Liberia, it's still going on today, where you got black kids digging in diamond mines, impoverished. And who controls it? The Jays. The diamond market is controlled by the Jays. You know that. Those diamonds go to Israel. Israel sets the price. Ain't it funny? Africa don't set the price of no gold. Golds come from Africa. Africa don't set no price of no diamonds. Diamonds come from Africa. Africans don't set the price of shit. But it all comes from there. Cobalt, coltan, zinc, silver, all that shit. Africans don't control shit and don't run nothing but they mouth. I'm trying to throw Naomi Campbell under the bus for being stupid. Is it said, look at her, she didn't know about the blood diamonds and shit. She knows a diamond, she don't know about the consequence. Your people are the reason why they're blood diamonds. You, cracker. Your people. Your theft. Your ass. Trying to give me some airheaded model who walks up and down wearing fucked up clothes of some homosexuals. What are you talking about? She don't got nothing to do with the blood diamond situation in fucking Sierra Leone and goddamn Liberia. Your people do. She knew what the model could. And you got this white woman whose husband is sleeping with their adopted daughter, trying to throw somebody black under the bus. Yeah, she knows. But it's your people that are responsible for the situation to begin with. As Big Cheese said, that's the fact. All these civil wars in Africa are over resources. The black man don't control none of it. He don't even set the market for none of it. Why he's impoverished. You know? Do this for me, Joby. Do this for me. Say, where is the international diamond market at? We know it's in Israel. I just want to see we know it's in Israel and in New York. Any diamonds in Israel? No. Any diamonds in New York? No. Come out of Africa. So let's say, where's the head of the international diamond market, Joe?
Israel.
Yeah, what, Joby? I'm shocked. Joby, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, Joby. Joby, I'm shocked. Shocked. I had no idea. Jays control all that shit. Talking about some goofy model with a fucked up hair hat on. She got that goofy hair hat on. Did you know where the diamonds came from with your goofy hair? I put them in my hair hat. Good.
Let me finish up this because I think the next one we're gonna share it out of the Epstein or of the villa she has in Kenya. I didn't know she had this beautiful villa here in Kenya. Looks kind of really nice.
I know she got. Does she still got it? I know she got the one still in the island. I think it's in Jamaica. I like the Mosquito said. I know she got a nice one in the Caribbean where it has from. That's where she can flex on all the poor people. Look at me now, you motherfuckers. Talk your shit. Look at me in my villa, you bastards.
And she gave the diamonds to him, and he's the one that had them last, and she has no idea what happened to them. She just wanted them to go to a good cause, which sounds really nice and convenient if that was the truth, because there's no record of where these diamonds went, and in my personal opinion, I believe she's still holding on to them.
Current officials at the children's.
Oh, she's still holding on to African diamonds that come from Africa? She's an African. But but you don't say nothing about the Jays who control the diamond market, who are not Africans. And there are no diamonds in Israel. they steal them and take them to Israel, and they set the price. And the Jays make all the money off of, while black people walk around with old fucked up clothes on and half-bitten clothes and get used clothes. And like Joey said, with that, the kid had no shoes, had like some goddamn plastic gloves on his feet, walking around. That what the black people get from their diamonds and shit. They get to walk around on gloves, shoes, and get raped. You want to talk about diamonds?
Any diamonds received from Naomi Campbell at the time or since?
Talking about this blood diamond situation makes me think about other relationships that Naomi has, because she's a big time model. We all know this, but it's interesting to see who she's connected to in the industry, kind of like Jeffrey Epstein. When Jeffrey Epstein got in trouble for his crimes, Naomi Campbell opened up about their relationship because people had questions. I know there are a lot of flight logs out there, and some are legit, some are not, but we know for sure that Naomi was hanging out with this man. When everyone started talking about Jeffrey Epstein, Naomi decided to defend herself in her own YouTube video. She sat down with one of her colleagues and answered questions about their relationship, and she's claiming that she's not a saint, but she had no idea this was ever going on.
Paper does manage to make sure that you were not aware of Epstein.
I'm not a saint.
Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend, Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No.
How you know? Oh, no. Hey, we know you was on the island with the little boys and they digging all in their booties. And little girls.
Actually, after that, because let me just remove that one. We have this Kenyan lady, Elsa Majimbo. I think I've shared a couple of her videos right here.
Okay.
She went ahead and Kenyans actually came after her. They were not defending her because she's always talking shit about Kenyans, Africans sometimes. So people actually attacked her instead of defending her. So she came ahead and spoke about
Naomi Campbell.
Naomi trying to sell her. Let me share this.
And she introduced me to a lot of people. She made me feel special. She did a lot of things for me.
Y'all need to understand this is something that happened since I was 19. My goal is now happiness.
You were not aware.
Is that girl mixed Kenyan and South African?
Yeah, she is.
I thought that was her. Yeah, she lives in South Africa most of the time. So I think they should tell her ass to go back to Kenya. Go ahead.
Who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend, Flavio.
Something bizarre is going on with all these Naomi Campbell stories, and some disturbing rumors are going around that Naomi might be setting up young women and working as a recruiter for shady, powerful men.
Of course she is.
These stories have been floating around for a while now, especially after it was revealed that Naomi was listed in the Jeffrey Epstein documents. But it's not just Epstein.
Naomi be wearing some fucked up wigs. Naomi, you're a supermodel. You got these dry ass, crazy looking wigs on. Baby girl, get somebody to pick your wigs or do something with them and make you look crazy as cat shit.
So linked to Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy, to name just a few. So of course, fans are wondering why Naomi seems to enjoy the company of people who have been either accused or convinced of some seriously messed up things. And then on top of that, the Kenyan comedian Elsa Majimbo recently reignited this conversation when she shared a viral video revealing how Naomi introduced her to some high-profile people in Hollywood and how they later had a falling out. So how come they
tried to rape her like they did Yes, yeah, I mean, I seen it good. They tried to do a Lapita on her. Lapita, when she got to Hollywood, they had Lapita in the room. They were trying to fuck her. They would chase, that ass Weinstein was chasing Lapita around the room. He said she jumped on the bed, and jumped on the bed, and then he fell and she got out of there. Right?
Why is her name brought up every time when it involves some nefarious activity? Let's break it down.
Naomi took care of me the whole entire time. we were staying on the beach or doing this, and then
All right, so in case you only know Naomi Campbell as one of the most successful supermodels in history and you're not familiar with her mean girl reputation, well, you're in for a treat because Naomi has a long history of mistreating others. In fact, between 1998 and 2009, she was convicted several times for putting her hands on people. In 2000, she pleaded guilty after putting her hands
Oh, I didn't know that. Hold on, hold on.
telephone.
Naomi, so Oprah groomed Naomi for Epstein. I didn't know that, Big Cheese. I thought she was always in the grooming thing. So saying Oprah, because Oprah was a groomer. Everybody knows it, but we can't touch her because she's part of these people. She's one of these gopher ass broads. They made a fat black woman, made her some money, who had no talent. Oprah's talentless. Another motherfucker, they just make a star and shit. I've always hated Oprah from the beginning. This talentless hack. I'm glad people finally woke up how rotten Oprah was. It took a lot of years. You remember people would fight you about Oprah 20 years ago? My wife would fight me about Oprah's no good ass. It's no good bitch. They fight you over Oprah. Now ain't nobody fighting you for Oprah no good ass. But yeah, they just fight you crazy in the black. You can't talk about Oprah. Oprah was like black Jesus around this bitch. Shit crazy.
Then in 2007, Naomi was convicted again after getting physical with her former housekeeper. However, she showed no regret and famously attended her community service wearing designer outfits, real fur, and a $300,000 Dolce & Gabbana gown. But it didn't take long before this arrogant attitude caught up with her again. And in June 2008, she was sentenced.
Yes, she loved white people because remember they gave you knew Naomi Campbell would end up with a white man, but not really Tyra Banks. I'm surprised. I know it was Jibba Jabba that said what's her name? Fine ass. I knew the news lady. What's the news lady name? What's the news lady fine ass name? I knew she would end up with a white man. You know, they don't end up with no sloppy sisters. He's the top. What's the news lady name from MSNBC, y'all? What's her name again? You know, I'm getting I got to start eating my own. Yeah, Cameron. That Cameron young was fine as hell, but I knew Cameron was end up with a white. Everything about her was white. She was a white black woman on TV, so you knew. And no doubt, she never played no sister girl act. Tyra at least was playing the sister girl act. I'm surprised. I'm surprised to know that Tyra ended up with a white man. Now that does kind of shock me. But a Tamron Hall, no. You knew a white man was all up in her coochie. You knew that. When she get talking all that, it was never surprising to me. You can tell the ones like Naomi Campbell, she owes everything to them. She don't want to go back to shacks in Jamaica. Shit. So you know she's gonna throw everybody black under the bus. Shit. She'll do anything a white man tells her to do. Like she's part of child trafficking and all this other heinous shit, right? Because she's gonna do what she's told to do, whether it's criminal or not. She's like, hey, white people get away with everything these white people tell me to do. They ain't gonna come after me. I'm doing the bidding of white people. Hell, these are rich white people who got power. You know, that's how these goofy Negroes get caught up. You know, they keep forgetting, hey, you're the crash dummy. You're the one you like P. Diddy. When everything goes down, they're not going to prison. They're using you, stupid. You're the one that's catching the bag. You're the one that's getting up out of here. What say, Joby?
You're the face of the shit.
That's right. That's right. You're the one exactly. You're the face of all that shit. They're gonna be in the background shit. No one knows their names. Unless the people that research, but the average public don't know who those people are. They don't know who owns Universal, who owns the model agents. They see your black ass face. They say, oh, Naomi Campbell's been digging a little boy's assholes and licking them and fucking the kids. And like, what? I had nothing to do with all that. Well, the media said you have. That's what the media's saying. So we believe in the media and you going there. And you black too? That's when you get your nigga wake up call. Somebody open the door, somebody knock. Who is it? Nigga wake up call. Oh shit, it came for me. You niggas always
This
get your
reporting
nigga
was
wake up
planned on
call.
2
Go ahead.
police officers at London Heathrow Airport, but this still wasn't the end of her legal troubles. Less than 2 years later, a court in Italy gave Naomi a 6-month suspended prison sentence after she physically attacked a paparazzo who took pictures of her and her then boyfriend, Russian oligarch Vladimir Doronin. Now, speaking of Naomi's connections to shady rich men, there's been a lot of speculation over the years that she might have helped some of these men commit serious crimes. Let's start with her friendship with former Liberian dictator Charles Taylor. In August 2010,
So it was all I got, all in that coochie.
diamonds she received from him in South Africa in 1997. She claimed that the diamonds were given to her as a gift by unknown men that she assumed were sent by Taylor. But see, the problem was that Naomi changed her story. She first claimed Taylor never gave her diamonds, and it was only
All
after she was
billionaires.
forced to testify under oath that she admitted she received precious stones from the dictator.
But Campbell denied the allegations to ABC News earlier this year before storming out of the interview.
You received a diamond from
I didn't
Charles.
receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much.
But what she told ABC News was a lie. She did receive diamonds from Taylor, as she acknowledged under oath today, describing a bizarre middle-of-the-night scene outside her bedroom.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and 2 men were there and gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
Pause that.
Now
Pause
let's talk
that.
about
Pause that.
Naomi's
Pause
friendship.
that. If you look at that right there, she look a little bit like Shimani. Go back like a second with that goopy hair hat. Right there. She look a little bit like Shimani right there in the face.
Yeah,
Shimani got a little fatter now though. So not when Shimani was still skinny. I'll be honest. I'm keeping it real, Joby.
Gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
Now let's talk about Naomi's friendship with a different kind of criminal, Harvey Weinstein. In August 2019,
Oh,
the Daily
Weinstein.
Mail published a detailed report on Naomi's friendships with a hair-raising cast of characters, from Harvey Weinstein to Jeffrey Epstein and Kevin Spacey. As the Mail pointed out, Weinstein was often been pictured with Naomi prior to his arrest, and he
He's a sexual fucking pervert, sexual predator. You just named goddamn Kevin Spacey, who's been already told you that he's been fucking little kids since he was a grown ass, since he was years ago. 14-year-old, 13-year-old boys, he's been fucking them. That's hard. That was Kevin Spacey. They put him in jail, then they now let him go because he's white. And Jeffrey Epstein. So she's been involved in all these motherfucking people. So she can't sit there and say she don't know what's going on. You can't do that, Naomi. But I told you she's been in this shit for a long time because she wouldn't do anything not to go back to poverty, Jack. Because her modeling career, though, that bitch is old. Was she like 55 or something? Get out of here, old bitch. You know, old woman walking around wearing clothes. Get out of here. So, your days are back in the 90s. Joby wasn't even born. Shit. You back in the 90s, lady. So, to keep relevance, so she be with these old men who want younger women and do all these perverted things. You know, this is a sick pervert here. This is the one that was chasing Lapita around the hotel room. This old J here. He's a J. The other guy's a J, and the other guy. They're all 3 J's, right? All these cats were J's. He's the one that was chasing Lapita around the goddamn hotel and shit. Talking about if she didn't give him her coochie, she would never work in Hollywood again.
Wow.
That's what he told Lapita. If you don't stop running your ass around and give me that coochie, you won't never work in Hollywood again. You understand that, you nigga bitch? Fuck is wrong with you? Got my fat ass chasing this coochie. You supposed to be one to give me that coochie. What's wrong with you? So, shout out to Lapita. Got away.
Infamous week-long 40th birthday party in France. Weinstein's former driver later revealed that Weinstein nearly lost his life at the party when his gastric band failed and a surgeon had to be called. However, it's unclear what Weinstein was doing at the party.
Like he did. So what he did was like he had a gastric because he's fat. Now he had one of the things to type his stomach up to make him skinny. Them one of them bands around his stomach, inside the stomach, and it popped. His gastric band popped. And all that shit was gonna go on into the rest of his organs. His fucking band of goo popped in his stomach. His gastric band. God damn.
Incident happened. As for Jeffrey Epstein and his accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell, there's plenty of evidence of Naomi mingling with these two. In fact, unsealed documents from Maxwell's trial showed that Nimoy took trips on Epstein's private jet. And then this picture went viral showing Virginia Roberts, the alleged victim of Epstein and Prince Andrew, on a yacht party for Naomi's 31st birthday. The photo also shows Ghislaine Maxwell in the background while Naomi is shown standing next to her then boyfriend, Italian businessman Flavio Briatore. When she was later questioned on her connections to Epstein, Naomi claimed her boyfriend introduced them at her birthday party, and she admitted seeing Epstein front row at multiple
guys working in a commercial. She's not working with the help. The movie stars. They're not movie stars. Aren't billionaires. Those are the help. She's with the motherfuckers who own the goddamn companies. She's not with the help. She's not with like the Tom Cruise or the Will Smith. Those are the help. She's with the motherfuckers that pay their ass. She's with the oligarchs. She's not with the
Victoria's Secret shows. However, she denied knowing anything about his crimes.
You were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret
Look
shows.
how old Flavio. Look how old this Flavio. Pause it. That's how you know when you look how old and fucked up this dude's body. This that Flavio motherfucker, her boy. This old crazy looking cracker here. She laying with this old smelly motherfucker right here. He got me about 60 right there, whatever that is. But she doesn't mind. She don't want to go back to poverty. You got this old, he got the gut, his body's all saggy and fucked up. I don't care. This beach living in the, that's it. She got the shamani mind. I don't care. I don't care if he meals weird, his body's fucked up. He got a mole right there on his damn. Look at that mole right there for being a nasty ass mole right there.
Enter at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my
When I heard what he'd done, I had no clue. I've been with all these nefarious bastards, Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, all of them have committed goddamn sexual predations on people, have fucking rape motherfuckers. All of them. Jeffrey Epstein, of course, he supposedly killed himself, not. He supposedly hung himself, not. Because he was facilitating the King of England and all these other royals and shit. Listen, Naomi's knee deep in all this shit. Knee deep in all of it. So
predators. And thank God.
Look at that with Weinstein ass.
People around me that protected me from this.
What you laughing at, Joby? What happened?
And right now.
No, that picture, the way she's, how do you hold this guy's so old, like,
He got money though, Joby. He's the executive. He ain't the help. He's the one who owns the studio. So she's with him. I'm not with no Will Smith. I'm with the executive that paid Will Smith ass.
I'm not with no wrinkled. Bye. Bye-bye.
Good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims.
I stand with the victims.
They're scarred for life.
But how come Naomi's name repeatedly gets brought up every time some high-profile man is exposed? Take Diddy, for example. It didn't take long after Cassie and then multiple other women accused Diddy of some seriously vile stuff that Naomi's...
Yeah, there's been a new lawsuit that has been filed by the way of Diddy, where there's another woman who has come to speak of being sexually assaulted repeatedly and being impregnated by Diddy.
Damn.
Naomi and Diddy have...
Diddy know
for decades, and
man, that must have been some real weird shit. Diddy don't want to put his penis in a woman. I gotta put my penis in.
However, Naomi now prefers to refer to Diddy as her brother. But get this, when all those allegations about Diddy surfaced, Naomi quickly deleted this photo of her with Diddy and Janet Jackson from
her Instagram. That shit.
And according to Page 6, this photo was taken just days before Cassie filed her lawsuit, and Naomi partied with Diddy in London to celebrate his 54th birthday and the release of his new album. So we're not sure why Naomi bothered to delete this photo when the internet is flooded with many other photos of her and Diddy, partying, attending red carpet events, and even traveling together. Not just that, but there's also a lot of evidence of Naomi being friends with Diddy while he was dating Cassie. And then on top of all this, Kenyan comedian Elsa Majimbo recently stirred the pot by sharing her story of how she met Naomi when she was 19 and how Naomi took her on a luxury vacation.
Naomi was coming to Nairobi to do some shopping. She was on holiday, but on a remote place. So she was in Nairobi doing shopping. And I texted her and she told me she's in Nairobi. So I was so excited to meet her. She was the first celebrity I was ever going to meet. And as we're shopping,
I was so excited.
like, oh, you know the
And you're young. You're 19. He's about to take and put some Jew penis up in your coochie. That's right. You're young and stupid.
Actually has a couple more sets. Do you and your brother want to join us on holiday?
On holiday?
Hell yes. So we go on vacation. We have like a night.
We call it vacation. British people like her and the kid the people that got caught about a British on holiday. We go on holiday. I love when they say that we go on holiday.
So we had like a very nice vacation. Naomi took off me the whole entire time.
According to Elsa, one day Naomi suggested they should do a documentary about her life in Kenya, and Elsa agreed. Naomi then introduced her to some Hollywood people. However, Elsa was a little confused when one of these people made some strange comments.
Pause that. Girl, you look fucked up without that makeup. My goddamn, makeup does wonders for you. Don't you go home? Don't you leave home without it?
Elsa?
Yeah, this broad hair. That Elsa. Boy, without that makeup, ooh, that's rough looking. Ooh, shit. Good luck.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, guys, tell me. Pause right here. Yeah, the men. That's right. Hey, guys, does this chick look rough?
Are you kidding me right now?
No, Joe. No, we're not kidding. Joey.
Elsa is pretty. You guys, mind you, I've not even been wearing my makeup, me too. So come on.
You're pretty without the makeup. Calm down. We're not talking about you. We're talking about this broad hair.
Everyone is pretty without the makeup.
Huh?
Yeah.
My wife never wore makeup. She's gorgeous. You ain't gonna be pretty.
Now, that's why everyone is pretty without the makeup.
Look at this woman here. Is this the same one we just seen putting all that shit on her arm and talking? Look at this broad. Yeah, exactly. She's rough. Exactly right. She's rough. God damn. I'll be mad at the motherfucker. She had that makeup on you. You lay in bed with this motherfucker. She wake up looking like this. No. Who are you? What you do with that Elsa lady I brought home? It's me. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get your ass out of here looking like this, you say she's a little rashy here too. She's
oh my God.
She's rough. Look at that without the makeup. Whoa, shit. Girl,
it's about how Naomi told them she made
home
Elsa.
without that makeup.
And sometime we were on the beach.
That's all makeup. Now look at her. This is all makeup, Jack. See, she looks good with the makeup. This is all makeup. This is all a fucking illusion. That's what we talking about. This is an illusion because it's brought. This is an illusion.
What the heck?
Exactly. That's what we said. What the heck?
No, you're crazy.
That's what we said, Joby. What the heck?
Elsa is pretty without the makeup.
No, she ain't. I just hear we say it just not laid. Yeah, man, she looks good. She just looks moisturized. She looks the same. No, you think she looks the same? She looks better with this makeup on.
Yeah, she does a lot of perfume.
She looks better. Like, why she put on thousands of things of perfume and shit on her skin? You take out this makeup, lady, you look jacked up. It's rough. It's witchcraft. Exactly right, your mosquito's witchcraft.
God damn. No, y'all gay. No. You're going too much.
It's witchcraft. Exactly right. It's witchcraft.
She just got like oiling herself with the perfumes, looking shiny. You know, your skin is glowing.
It look good. I'm talking about the skin. I'm talking about her face. God damn it.
Wow.
That's that makeup. Woo. Girl.
Like, you know, we should do
makeup is a wonderful thing.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's fantastic. She introduced me to a couple of people, and she was like, oh yeah, she told us like she made you and she built you and she made your career. And I was like, what? No, that's not what happened.
I know, Nina. That's true.
Helped me and like promoted me, and she was like, no. Like what you have is because of her.
I'm not trying to be rough on her, Nina.
Fast forward to March 2022, and Elsa dropped her short film at the Tribeca Film Festival, and that's when things took a turn. Naomi was enraged and even threatened to sue for the film's rights, even though Elsa's short film was a completely different idea from what Naomi suggested for the documentary.
The film was debuting at Tribeca Film Festival, and someone from Tribeca asked Naomi if she was coming, and Naomi thought the film was the film she had suggested to me on the beach about me leaving Kenya. So I was like, no, that's not what it's about. I tried explaining it to her. And then she was like, I'll sue you for the rights of this movie. And you know I'll win, right? And she was like, this is the last time I'm speaking to you. Have a nice life. and she hung up. Which I was very saddened by the situation, right? But I was like, if that's how she truly feels, because I respect people's space.
I'm
So I was
not,
like, if that's how she
I'm
truly
not
feels,
saying nothing. I'm not
fine,
rough
it's
with
okay.
women, Nina, but goddamn, I mean, don't give me a fake product. If I'm seeing you and you look at the bill, you looking like that. I'm like, hey man, this is faulty advertising.
According to Elsa, after this incident, she started experiencing serious career setbacks, almost like someone was blackballing her.
Things started going very badly for me. Things started going haywire. And I didn't think it was, I thought it was because of the situation. Let me not lie. But I was like, also it can be stress. I was like, let me go. Because also having someone like Naomi Campbell not liking you in the industry.
Now, to be clear, Elsa didn't directly accuse Naomi of anything.
You're not
However,
in the model.
fans on social
You're not a
media are
model.
saying
Why
there
you
are
worry
some
about
major
that?
red flags in her story, especially the way Naomi befriended her
Too
and
short
took
to
her
be
on
a model.
vacation, promising to help with her career. One fan said, "I've been telling people Naomi's been a snake for years. Look at her circle and the people she's affiliated with. As they say, birds of a feather flock together. She's been at the center of so many disgusting scandals, and yet nobody seems to want to acknowledge it. I'm glad that Elsa has seen her for what it is, and I hope that she's safe and protected, and that she uses her newfound discernment when navigating through life, especially when it comes to who to trust and who not to trust." And another person added, "I heard that Naomi Campbell is a handler allegedly. It's good that she told the public, just in case anything happens to her, they will know where to pinpoint first." But what's your take on Elsa's story? Do you think there's any connection between her story and Naomi's connection to all those shady men? Comment down below.
You think she's what?
I think she's a sweet girl, and she got hurt. She's gonna get hurt because she's like unlike Joe, she's not chasing fame. See that's when you're naive and you think just somebody's like the name is out there. It's all phony. These people put there. So if you got a sis like Joe, I gonna get Joe because I'm not with the hype. So she hasn't been. That's true. If you're grounded and know these people they're no better than you. They just was there and somebody put them into a certain situation. That doesn't make them any better than you are. But you're young, you're like, oh, this is blah, blah, blah. I'm like that too. Me growing up in Hollywood, I never gave a shit about nobody, no damn like. Okay, I remember we would be in downtown. That's who? That's that person. I said, that's it. So what? They gonna give me some money? They gonna help me out with some shit? What the hell do I care? I never got an autograph in my life of nobody. I never gave a shit. Like what? That's this person. Like, so what? Who cares? Who are they? Is it a movie? Good for them. They don't care.
Yeah, but on this last video, you're gonna share Vice the villa she has in Kenya here, as we see. It's if this maybe you can look at this on the positive side if you wanna invest still on a house. Mombasa has.
I don't know if she still has. I think Kenya took it away from her ass. But go ahead, listen.
I'm not sure.
Caribbean, so that's a big good place. You can get that cheaper in Kenya than you could the Caribbean, which prices are crazy. Billionaires, old men. Remember, they said she with that old Italian man, and she with an old Russian oligarch. She always with old, wrinkly looking, bad body.
3 years old, Nina. You're asking. It's a 3-year-old video.
Yeah. I don't even think
this is the place where I shop.
I don't think she even lives in them. So she keeps it. She still got it. So So she still has a house, but it's like a getaway. It's like a getaway from New York and London.
Yeah, but you guys can check out the rest of the video. Maybe
I don't want to check no more of that shit out. I'm cool.
There, if you wanna invest, I'd love to finish up the show maybe a little bit early. I have somewhere I want to attend.
Oh, okay. What you attending, Joby?
An event I was invited.
All right, that's what's up. What's the event? You go somebody's birthday party? You gonna dance the night away?
It's the artist who was here on Monday before the lights disappeared.
Oh, okay. You guys got mad because I went. Yeah, I like that guy. Okay, cool. So, what you got? Like a hearing party or something?
It's a performance party.
Oh, cool. Okay, we'll let you wrap it up. Get on over there. Don't let your wig.
It's on Friday too. It's on a Friday. I don't mind. At least we've spoken about what is important. And personally, I'm just so glad to see all this coming out, especially for Africans, being honest, because it's shedding a lot of light for us. We've grown up with so much lies about these celebrities, artists, not knowing who they are. And it's amazing to see.
I'm home tonight, guys. I'll be home later. I'll be on later tonight, 9:00, guys. 9:00.
If you see any baby oil run, of course, come on.
What about baby oil? What happened?
Did he say the?
She need baby oil run.
No baby oils where I'm going. It's a cleaning.
Hey, what you doing with this baby oil, man?
I'm gonna run.
You want to holler at a,
I'm gonna suspect the men, of course.
You want to holler at a girl? Shoot your shot, nigga.
I'm gonna suspect the men. By the way, family, have yourselves a beautiful weekend. See you guys on Monday.
9 o'clock tonight, y'all. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock tonight. And shout out to Big Cheese. Thanks for the donation, Big Cheese.
You home all weekend?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm be home. Yeah, I went home I could only do one show last week was Saturday, so I'm home Friday and Saturday, so I'm gonna do 2 shows tonight and tomorrow.
Okay. Peace, family. See you guys on Monday.
If you own a house in the Caribbean, if Naomi Campbell own a house in the Caribbean.